welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Better Call Saul, season 4, episode number 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. Thank you.
Alright, one comment from last episode from Christian, who says, Jimmy could have been a good man and a good lawyer if his brother had accepted him and wanted to work with him. Now that his brother is gone, we see that he maybe could have become a good man and a good lawyer if Kim had wanted to work with him. But each time he does something shady or refuses to change, she pulls away from him professionally and falls into her old patterns trying to stand on her own. And each time she pulls away, he falls back into his old patterns and gets into more shady business. It's a vicious cycle with her need for independence and his need for codependence, clashing and taking us to the inevitable conclusion, Jimmy becoming a good man and a criminal lawyer. Alright, great breakdown, Christian. Alright, let's get to the next episode right now. Yo, Sal. 3.
What can I do you for?
This you? Saul Goodman?
That's right, officer.
Oh.
This is all just a mistake. My friend got confused, okay? He was just trying to do his job. I hired him for security. He was trying to protect me. You're in plain clothes. He had no idea you were a police officer.
Oh, he knew all right.
How?
I picked him up 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, pickpocketing.
As fate would have it.
3 years. That's
So he rolled on him and hit him
How can you
on
be sure it's the
purpose?
same guy?
Seriously.
Officer, look, you were right. I was wrong.
It doesn't look so happy to me.
Today you'll feel better after, how do you say it, Mittagsschläfchen.
Nap.
When in kindergarten, the whole class has a nice little rest.
Nap time.
Nap time. Good. Now say Mittagsschläfchen. Mittagsschläfchen.
Mittagsschläge.
Good, Michael. Pilsner oder Lager?
Lager.
Mittagsschläfchen ist für alte Säcke wie euch.
Und sein Deutsch.
Ist bescheuert. He said, you sound like a real trout.
No, he didn't.
How do you say bullshit?
Bullshit.
Yeah, that.
But really, you're one of us, Michael.
Is he gonna have to kill them all before they leave? Probably, right?
Emmerkraut. In German, it comes from 2 words. World plus strength.
Yeah, I guess. What's the latest?
Before we can continue, we must build a new concrete form and screen the rebar. I'm so sorry. I'm happy to explain the delay to Mr. Frank.
You don't worry about Mr. Frank. He just wants to see it done right. Let me ask you a question.
Of course.
What would happen if we sent Kai back to Germany?
No good. Kai is my best demolition man. Sure, he's a close mother, but he's a good boy. They all are.
Maybe that's the problem. They're boys.
Well, yes. But we need young people to do this work. Or maybe you and I will do it. They thought they were going to be here for 8 months, and they can see we're not even halfway done.
Well, it's not a good idea.
No, about this.
I'll be out.
Come on, you'll have a warrant on you. And that shit doesn't go away. 3 years from now, you're pulled over for a broken taillight, and now you're not just a guy who shoved a cop, you're a guy who shoved a cop and ran. Smelling like a distillery, and we pissed him off in court. Now, he will take the bait. He will lose his cool in front of the judge. A little stumble in there, just for dramatic effect, and I have some thoughts on
Why you have to go so far, though?
You get the gist.
Well, why you
Next
think
thing you
Kim
know,
gonna be down for
case dismissed.
We're totally different people now. It's time to move on. Good thing I be mine.
Don't. Yeah, I know, but listen, I have a better way.
What the fuck is that gonna be?
What is that? Why would it end?
All right, that was episode 7 of Better Call Saul, and I just feel like this episode it felt weird to me on this one here because it wasn't really a lot of movement going on. So I'm just put this in the category of that in between show right here. It was a lot not a lot of setup, but some setup, and then just like updates on what's already been happening. I feel like on here. The two interesting things that came out of this episode here is the Germans, right? What is Mike gonna do about Kai? Because he's a hothead, he's a problem. So we're gonna deal with that situation for sure. We already got a setback over here in the room. We know it eventually gets done. But so that's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna go. Salamanca is back up. He is how he is gonna eventually be forever. And Wexler though, and Jimmy definitely pulling apart in this episode is showing that wholeheartedly. We never heard of Wexler in Breaking Bad, I don't believe, at all, unless it was just something small that we missed because we didn't know her previously. But yeah, she's obviously gonna go away, and it's looking like it's just gonna be they're gonna have to have a mutual separation, or she's just gonna leave. But for this case that's coming up, I don't know what her big plan is, but I'm very excited to see what that's going to turn out to be and how she's going to flip this around. So other than that, the episode was okay, and I think the next one is going to be really, really good. So can't wait to get to it.
My favorite part of the episode is the Hector and Gus part, as per usual. I just find it freaking fascinating. So it's crazy to think that Hector could have been potentially healed even further to be walking and being able to speak again, but ultimately once Gus recognized he saw Hector, the man that he knows, with the whole move about watching the girl, he was like, nope, that's it, he can fucking suffer now. I'm not giving him any more help. I just need to know he was there so I can torture his ass, which is so savage. He's so savage. And I love the fact that the show included that so that we could see that. I just think it's fascinating and it's crazy, and it just elevates everything, as I've been saying this whole time, as far as what we know happens then in Breaking Bad. So that was really, really fascinating. And in the same vein, everything as far as the construction of what ends up being the lab is also fascinating. And I don't know why I didn't think about it up until this episode, but the fact that Mike and the main guy, the main architect, are like, have a friendship here. He's teaching him German. I think it's like,
you're gonna have to do what you
I think he's gonna have to take them out.
Yeah. There's no way they can let them all walk, especially Kai.
And Mike hasn't had to do that yet. Still yet. He hasn't been the savage that we know him to be. I mean, he's been strategic. He's been, playing a big role as far as the support goes and overseeing everything, but we haven't seen him be like a straight up savage yet. And I'm curious if like this is gonna be it. Once they finish the construction, he ultimately has to take them all out.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a great job of keeping them secluded and like super away from peering eyes, but I still feel like there's an opportunity there to like showcase when he does the worst kind of thing. So I'm very interested in seeing how that plays out. And then yeah, just the stark reality of like Jimmy and Kim not being in the same world anymore was very evident as far as Jimmy being at her office for the office party and seeing how well established she is, and she's fucking killing it. She's killing it from the bank. I couldn't think of it, or couldn't say the name properly. But then she's also able to do, which was her whole point, her civic cases that she wanted to do, because that's what she's really passionate about. And she's killing it. And even amidst that, even amidst Jimmy revealing that he's been doing dirty, grimy shit again, she's still coming through swinging and helping him with his friend, with Huel. In the only way that I feel like Kim does. I feel like Kim constantly... There's going to be something that Jimmy does that's completely overboard that Kim walks away, because she hasn't yet. And like the fact that she clearly doubled down and came through for Huel, and I think also the reaction of that other attorney being such a bitch about it, honestly, and like over the top, and like definitely feels like she's attacking Huel, I think again like spoke to that part of Kim, which is why she's doing these civic pro bono cases too, which I love to see. And then ending the episode with her buying a bunch of school supplies, like I have no idea how that's going to play out, but I can't wait to see it in the next episode, because she's brilliant as well. So I thought all in all there was a lot of highlights for this episode, and look forward to seeing where it goes in the next one.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 7, and until next time, peace.